Hey everyone, I'm NornQueenAlexis and welcome back to this launch party preview for Warhammer 40k. We had a ton of cool stuff come out this week, well, today. Yeah, it was kind of blew my mind a little bit. So, let's dive right into this. With the 9th edition coming up, we have so many cool things coming out. Like a ton of cool things coming out. So let's take a look, listen to this. So we got the Space Marine Codex and the Necron Codex. Now, from what I gathered, the Space Marine Codex actually has all the units in it, and the Necron one does as well, but the Space Marine one is going to have supplements that only add on the unique characters of the other armies. So I'm really curious about that. Ooh, we have Crusade rules just right in there. So I'm wondering if these codexes are going to be thicker, bigger, and like the big question, are they going to be more expensive? Regardless, I'm probably still going to buy them, but I want to know these kinds of things ahead of time. Codex Necrons and Space Marines. Now keep in mind, it's Codex Space Marines. So did GW finally give up on calling them Adeptus Astartes? Because it quite literally is just Codex Space Marines. So I'm really curious about that. How does that work with their copyright? So we got the brand new cover of the front of the Codex. We have a Scorpax Lord on the front of the Necron one, as well as a, well, it just looks like a few Ancients, a couple Land Speeders, some Thunderhawks in the background. And it almost looks like the Ultramarines, like, not First Company for once. Although, maybe it is. They have the blue and gold shoulder pads. Yeah, it does look like First Company. I was really hoping for red. You never see them. The new Codex for Space Marines will replace the current Space Marine Codex, as well as all of the other First Founding and Deathwatch Codex. Now that's interesting that they don't mention two Codexes right off the bat that are Space Marines. Actually, just one, because they mention the Deathwatch. So they don't mention the Grey Knights. Now, Grey Knights are a chapter of Space Marines, so the 666th chapter of Space Marines. Yes, I am not kidding. So that's kind of interesting that even the Deathwatch might actually be in here, aside from their specialist units. Making it a valuable tome that covers all elements common across the forces of the Space Marines, a literal Codex Astartes, even though it's Codex Space Marines. Just find that to be rather amusing. Players using chapters covered in the last Space Marine Codex can carry on using their expansion. I can talk, I promise. I didn't just wake up. Kind of stayed up all night until like 3 in the morning. Don't ask why. With the new books, White Scar, Imperial Fist, Iron Hands, Ultramarine, Salamanders, Raven Guard, and Black Templar, using their Codex expansions in the Psychic Awakening series. For all the fans of Dark Angels, Space Wolves, and Blood Angels, and Deathwatch. For fans of the... Okay. If you have one of these armies, good news. Not only do you get a shiny new core codex with loads of new toys to play with, but you also get new codex supplement on the way. You will be able to tailor your Space Marine force to fully embody the theme and spirit of their chapter, and of course include all of their unique units and heroes. That begs to question how Deathwatch is going to work. Deathwatch mixes a ton of elements from different squads together, so I'm wondering if they're going to be able to integrate regular squads, or if they're forced to use the regular Codex Astartes at this point, and just get special ammunition, which would really take away from their theme. So I'm kind of curious. Maybe they'll have something that just says, kill team, and then tell you what can be taken, and then you just put it all together and field the army? I don't really know. I'm really curious about that. So, like, how I would do it, if I was writing up the Deathwatch Codex, because the Deathwatch one, unlike the Space Marine, Space Wolves, and Blood Angels, is a very unique codex in this line, because of its kill teams. You can have a biker, a basic space marine, a devastator, and a guy holding a heavy bolter flamethrower combination in one squad together with a guy with a hammer and shield. So maybe they'll actually have the war gear options of both of them. I don't know how they would set that up, especially using a core codex. But the core codex does mean that the Deathwatch does get access to the Phobos Marines. About time. They get access to the Invictus Tactical Baby Carrier. So, yeah. I'm curious. We get some good art here. Looks like Black Legion versus Space Marines. It is Black Legion versus Space Marines. Honestly, I don't see any baby Marines in the picture. And that's always cause for concern for me, because we know that they're slowly removing them from the game. Ooh. Nice. Now, what about other codex supplements, like the Blood Ravens, and some of the other ones that have been added over time? Will they be included in this? The ones that have a White Dwarf supplement. Because it just says it replaces the ones that are current, but doesn't mention them. Requisitions, these are the Crusade rules. It's interesting that they put this right on the side, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put sticky tabs all over my book and just be like, hey, look. Or sticky tabs. I'm going to put dividers in my books to help organize it quicker. So it actually looks like the book itself is going to be usable outside of just being a core rule book for your army itself. So this way, when they update the rules, the codex doesn't seem like a worthless purchase, which is always one of the biggest things that I try to tell people when they buy a codex for the first time, is that the codex's point cost is obsolete within 2 weeks of it coming out, because of how fast GW updates all of their stuff. But the core rules are typically the same. I tend to like to print all of the FAQs out, cut them up, and then put them into the book itself. It helps. So we got their Crusade rules and everything. One of the coolest arts for the Necron Warrior. Okay. Space Marine Gladiator. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, this is the brand new Predator variant. So let's take a look at this. Okay, alright, I'm curious. Oh, I love the breakdown of the Predator. Anti-armor, main armaments. Response loadout. SDC grade design. Rigged tracked hull. Tried, tested. Pencil mounted weapon. Twin last talent. I don't like the last talent. Variant configuration. Anti-grav plates. Yes. Look at this thing. It looks silly. I love it. I don't know if I like the placement of the side sponsons that close. I might move mine back. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. It's just the, oh, what is it called? The Impulsor. I literally read it right down here. So the Impulsor is the new Rhino, which is cool. So this is supposed to be the anti-vehicle one. Now, it has two multi-meltas, has two multi-meltas, has 100 killer missiles, has a dude popping his head out, giving that pissed off cat meme, and it has the twin last talon. Now, the last talon is only a 2 foot to 3 foot range last cannon, so I feel like the other last cannons of the previous Predator will be a little bit better in my opinion. I feel like the Predator base with 4 las cannons is better than this combination. Now, that being said, this thing has one hell of a rule over the Predator. It can fly. Flying units are infinitely better than tracked units. But this one, on the other hand, whew, okay, has a Tempest Bolter and a twin heavy onslaught Gatling cannon to blend foes in the line. Blend your foes' battle lines. Oh my god. This one, on the other hand, is ridiculous. This is the one that I would field. It has, what, a 2 foot range twin onslaught cannon that's 36 shots, Then it has 2 storm bolters on each side, so quad storm bolters for the Tempest bolter. So that's 8 shots per, that's 16 more shots. This thing is going to mulch infantry like it's no tomorrow, and I really, 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 really like these things. I want 3 of this variant. Like, this thing is amazing. And then you get the one with the auto cannon. The anti-tank sniper that is ideal for chewing through your opponent's most durable war machines and monsters. I feel like the last Talon would do that anyway. So I don't know how I feel about this gun. I don't know. Is that gun really worth it? Because you only get the 2 bolters on the side. This one just seems like the worst configuration out of all of them. Now, I may be wrong, and I'm hoping that I'm wrong and that they're all balanced, but I may be wrong, but this one just feels like it's the worst out of all of them. This one feels like it's the best, and this one's like the second best. This one is the one you want to go for, though. Just the amount of infantry killing that your guys have, and the fact that your regular Primaris Space Marines can mulch down most tanks. It's just going to tear through your opponent's battle lines, and 3 of these things is going to be nasty. 1 repulsor is hard enough to deal with. Imagine 1 repulsor and 3 of these things. So then we have a view of it. It kind of looks like a car from this angle. I really like it. I can't unsee that cat meme with this, and I think GW is aware of it at this point. So yeah. I really do like this tank. I like any tank with a footprint. Any tank with a base is a good tank to me. And now we have the new Monolith with the golf ball in it. And I'm really curious about this. Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh, look at you little guy popping out. Hello. The 2 little golf balls. I don't care. I want to replace mine with my D100. I want to get multiple D100s to put on top of these things. That's what I'm doing. Oh, look at the little spider. No, it's not a spider. It's a wraith on the back of it, just holding it up. Look. Where does it show the back? When it shows the back. Wait for it. Yeah, it's just a wraith holding it together. That would actually be really cool. Like, I might take this guy off and just use him as a model. So now we have the golf ball. I don't care. This thing's just the golf ball. Honestly, it doesn't look like it's painted all too well. I just want to say that. But aside from that, I really like its design. I kind of can't wait to paint one of these things. Because mine's going to be a purple body. The gauze is going to be green like it is over here. All of this is going to be, like, it's going to match most of this completely. But this is going to be purple, and I can't wait to paint it. The main armor plates. So then we get to take a look at the side of it. I remember playing against Monoliths in, like, 4th edition, and they were insane. 5th edition, they were really good, because I didn't have any anti-tank at the time, and Meltaguns just bounce off of this thing, because it had that rule. That little guy. That thing is so cute. I'm sorry. It's adorable. This guy better say thank you. And he better have that gauze money. If he doesn't have that gauze money, I'm going to be mad. So it looks like this thing is just replacing the old Necron Monolith, which was a nightmare to put together. And then we have the thing that I'm excited about. Sisters of Battle. You know me and sisters. I love them. So we finally have a Palatine, which is something that I suggested from the beginning. But, oh, wait a minute. No, this is not it. That's a Chaos Duder. What the hell is going on here? Whoop. Sorry. What the heck is this thing? It's got some type of venom falling off. This is a Dark Eldar. Yeah, it is. That's Mechanicus. Okay. I'm liking. I like how he's got a little paint splotch on his foot. And there's a slight mess up right here. But I'm not here to judge. That's an orc. That is... Is this Archimedes? No, who's the other one? The one that Gaskell got his teleporter from. He used to have a model. Well, this one definitely has a chopper. This might be a new boy. Feral orc, maybe? Because he's got, like, some type of squig on his head? And this is the Sister of Battle that we get to see. Who actually looks really good. And it looks like they changed the painters on the faces, because the face on this one doesn't look atrocious. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look atrocious. So yeah, Palantines were definitely something that I was suggesting from the beginning when I first did my announcement for the Sisters of Battle. So I got one thing right so far. Now give us bikers and terminators. Because yes. So it looks like she's armed with a plasma pistol and power sword. I'm really hoping she can change her war gear because... Really? Why the hell would I want plasma in my army of Holy Trinity? Give me better weapon. Okay, so. How many new models did you spot? About 4 or 5, I'm gonna say. There was that Chaos/Dark Eldar thing, the Lilith Hexbrex, the Orc or Orchimedes, or not Matgob, the one that does the teleporter. Oh my god, it might... I know who it might be. I know who it might be. Hang on, I gotta pause this for a second to find it. Okay, so it might be old Zogward. The weird boy that can turn people into squigs. If that's the case, I'm super excited. He didn't have a gun though, so... Or it might just be a new type of boy, which all in all I'd be happy about. But let's take a look at this Palantine model. I really, really, really like her. She doesn't have an iron halo, some type of other type of, maybe a force field generator, but she does have a Rosarius, which technically is a force field generator, but GW is very inconsistent about what is and isn't a Rosarius. We have a power sword, the plasma pistol, she's Order of a Martyred Lady. I'm really liking her. And then we have all of this. So, things I'm going to need. I am going to need the Codexes, obviously. 3 of this one, because 3 of this one. 1 of these, just 1, I think is all we need. Finally, it has a base. Oh, I'm so happy it has a base. I'm so happy that vehicles have bases. And 1 or 2 of her. I could actually probably convert her up really quickly and just run her. I could probably make her look cooler if I use a Seraphim body and put a regular backpack on it. Or put the backpack from the Mistress of Repentance, so she has the flames on her back, and then just give her appropriate weapons. So I could probably make her out of just spare bits that I have. But still, I'm probably going to buy the kit just in case, because I always buy at least 1 of the kits. Cat just decided to yell. But yeah. So, I want to know what you guys are excited about. What you think is the best thing to come out of here. Personally, I gotta go with the new Predator. It looks amazing. But I want to know all of your guys' opinions. Tell me in the comment section down below. What is your favorite thing released so far? What is your least favorite thing? What are your thoughts? And what are your overall comments? As always, check out all the links in the description down below. There you can follow me on all sorts of social media, including Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm also doing giveaways on the month, or every month, on the 30th, or if the month doesn't have a 30th, the closest to that date. And everybody who is a member of my Discord has a chance of winning, so check out my Discord, please, and thank you. As always, I want to thank my patrons, and yeah, I'm NornQueenAlexis. I love you guys. Bye.